Yo guys, Sylvan AI here with another Elder Scrolls discussion. Now guys, the topic in this video is probably one of, if not the most important key features for any RPG for me. And I think most experienced roleplay gamers will agree with me on this one. Not only in the Elder Scrolls Online, but for any role-playing titles such as an example, Dragon Age, Fallout, The Witcher. It doesn't matter. If it's a role-playing game, this is a key feature, and that, guys, is immersion. Becoming one with the game. Now, if you don't know what immersion is, guys, basically immersion is a game's ability to draw you in, making you feel like you are in the game world that they've created for you, like you are your character. You feel emotionally about the experience you are delving deep into, and it's all good stuff, you know what I'm saying? A game that can immerse you is a good role-playing game. If a role-playing title has immersed you, then it's succeeded, basically, is what I'm getting at. Now, this was something that the Elder Scrolls series did so well, guys. I don't even think I can compare it to any other titles in this category, because the second you put that game into your PC or your console, whatever, it just sucks you right in. You go in there and you go into Skyrim, you went into Cyrodiil, you went into Morrowind. It was like you became a part of that. You were part of the world. You felt emotionally about everything that was going on around you. It was such a key feature, and it was something that they just nailed. They fucking drilled it so well. Now, the freedom and experience of the Elder Scrolls titles could pretty much grip anyone, be it like your average gamer, your casual gamer, or your experienced gamer. It was something that Elder Scrolls can just fucking boom, nail. Now, immersion is going to be key in the Elder Scrolls Online success. This is just such an important feature. This is something it needs to nail. It needs to delve in deep and nail this feature, because I can't even fathom over how fucking important it is for me personally, but I think for even experienced Elder Scrolls players who know what to expect when playing an Elder Scrolls title. But guys, this doesn't exempt newcomers. When you first played that Elder Scrolls title, be it Oblivion, be it Skyrim, be it Morrowind, you knew the experience that you had when you first got sucked into that world. It was bar none. It was like magical. Our players want to feel like they are part of something extraordinary and surreal. It's what they want when they're playing an RPG game. Every gamer, be they casual or hardcore, knows that this is key with any RPG. Immersion is what defines a good role-playing game from a bad role-playing game. And this will also be important for Elder Scrolls Online. Now, ZeniMax, creators of Elder Scrolls Online, have taken something that Bethesda have introduced in Elder Scroll title after Elder Scroll title, and that is allowing the player to define who he wants to be, who he is. You define who you are. You go into the world and you define who you want to be. So basically, how they've done this is, say I make a mage type character. Now, in your standard MMO, not RPG, MMO, ones that are currently in the market, you would be limited. That's it. You've chosen your class. Stick with it. That's who you are. Elder Scrolls Online is exempt from that. They've taken a different route, and I'm so glad that they've done this. So say I pick a mage, I can then decide, maybe this isn't for me. I can pick up a sword and a shield, and I can start smashing my enemies, hacking and slashing, getting ham. And guys, I will level up in that. I can then change to a warrior class. I can become a warrior. I'm not limited to being a mage. The game does not limit you, and therefore it does not break immersion. This is such a key feature. And this goes back to my last video where I was talking about content. Will the Elder Scrolls Online have content? And I basically said, ZeniMax have got Bethesda to feed off of. They've got all that information from Bethesda. They can look back on previous Elder Scrolls titles. They can draw stuff out of it and only improve on it. And this is just proof of I was right about that, because this is a feature that's prominent in the Elder Scrolls franchise, in the titles. Is even in Skyrim, you could make a mage character and then become a warrior, or become an archer. But with that, you didn't really pick a class. So I could build up basically my magic spells and then be a mage halfway through the game and then decide, okay, I want to be a warrior. Yes, in Skyrim you don't pick a class, so you don't choose like archer or mage or what. But again, it's the same aspect, it's the same ratio. Now also, immersion, guys, is not only big key features like this, there's also a lot of small features. I don't know if you guys remember in Skyrim how you could chop wood, right? I know you're sitting there, you're thinking, chop wood, well, what the fuck was the point in chopping wood? Guys, small things like that immerse the player. They suck you in. It makes you feel like you're part of the world. I was so pleased with something as small as that. Now, looking at game trailers, I'm pretty sure that ZeniMax have again implemented features like this. There's a character standing there with a fishing rod and he's fishing. I mean, immersion, guys, immersion. That's what it is. There's a character standing there playing a lute. I mean, how much better, how much more does that immerse a character into a game? How much more, what more could you guys possibly want? That's immersion at its best. And I was amazed by that personally. I know it's something so small, but I was amazed by it. I was fathomed by it. Another thing, now to some people this is small, to some people this is big. With horses, Skyrim, your horse took you from A to B. That was it. Oblivion, your horse took you from A to B. Elder Scrolls Online, when you get a horse, you can feed your horse, you can pet your horse, you can show your horse attention, you can interact with it, and it will actually build up your horse's ability. So it'll make it faster, it'll make it stronger depending on what you feed it. Guys, this is another thing ZeniMax, I'm pretty sure, have nailed. They've nailed it. They've done it. They've delved deep into that aspect, and they've nailed it. Guys, please like and subscribe. As always, I'll keep bringing you daily content. Thank you, guys.